Good morning. I am higher vibrations, and so are you. And there's technical difficulties abound at the moment. So Elsa will be here shortly. She's also got other things going on. Um, good morning, everybody. Man, there's been so much energy moving through us lately. Has anyone been getting sleep? The kind of sleep that I'm getting, I will, obviously fall asleep, but it's scattered sleep. It feels thin, and when you wake you don't feel like you really rested. um, the ringing in the ears have increased exponentially the past little while. I know we have a lot of stuff going around the planet. The time of year we're within the window of the Lionsgate portal, which is July 26th to August 12th officially, but the peak of that is the 8th, which is this coming Friday. And on this Friday, we're doing a group meditation that is starting. The meeting itself will be starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then it will be like 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and I guess what that is 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. for y'all in the mountain time zone. And then hold on. I usually can do some pretty good trans. I'm getting better at this. I think that's. Oh, hey, Elsa's here. Awesome. You know what, Elsa? Before I bring you on, I want to do something. So hold on a second. Oh, where'd it go? I just learned something about this. So, in order to introduce Elsa showing up, I'm going to grab this really quickly, and we'll start. I love that. Elsa, you're so good at this stuff. So, welcome, Elsa. Elsa's coming in now. I see you don't have your camera on, and that's okay. You're welcome to join us in whatever fashion is possible for you. How are you, Elsa? She may be having technical difficulties, and that's okay. Um, if you are, that's I'm just going to keep going and doing what I'm doing. But please speak up and any moment. So she'll be back. See, told you. And we were in Mercury retrograde during Lionsgate. You all know this. You guys got onto that, right? Like how many planets that's not even including like the dwarf planets that are all in this retrograde motion currently. There's so much happening with the planets. By the way, there are two separate events regarding a massive conjunction parties up in the celestial way. We have what people are calling um, the planet parade, not a parade of planets. It's said differently because there's one less. And then that's between August 15th and August 30th. That's all going to be happening. But there's a peak of that, and it also is something separate. This is how they're wording it, and it's the celestial gathering or the dance of planets that's happening specifically on the 19th. There's a lot going on throughout this month, but anyway, yeah, just tired, tired, tired. And then when yeah, I could take naps. Like I could make that possible in my life. That's the thing is, why am I not doing that? You know what I mean? I need a nap from sleeping, but I'm waking up. Like I'm waking up and I'm like waking up before I have to, you know? And it's really getting frustrating. And then I'm awake way too late on top of it. So the average sleep I'm getting is around 4 hours. And it's just the most bizarre thing. Like typically in earlier points in my life, except, maybe I did that when I was in college. What? So it just, and then the buzzing, the vibration of the core, the noticing, it feels like your body's quaking. like specifically in the core area. Sometimes it's focused more on the heart area. Sometimes it's more in the solar plexus, even the sacral. I've not really noticed it in the root chakra, but I remember having conversation with people reporting that just recently, and I really didn't put that together. But yeah, like, and it's subtle enough that maybe it's happening during the day. I don't know, but I notice it as soon as I'm trying to go to sleep. When I'm at this rest place, all of a sudden I'm feeling this vibration inside of me, this slight quiver. I'm not cold, I'm not shivering. It's the same kind of quiver that I'll get when I'm channeling someone of real high frequency. That's how I compare it. So, oh, and Elsa, you're back. Elsa, can you hear me? All right, I'm gonna let her keep trying. Well, I say hello to everybody in the audience. We have technical difficulties all abound. Rose Matters here. She's like, oh, there's Elsa. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, no, you can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. You can't hear me. I can hear you. I can hear you. I don't know. I can hear you really well. I can hear you good. I don't know. La la la. I'll keep talking, and then, like, you guys can even see my comments. Do I need to reload? It might be on my end. I'm gonna reload. Hold on a second. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, she can't hear me. Okay, well, let's be sure. Oh, so I see a comment on the screen now, so that's working on my end.
No, my audio is not working.
I can hear you. I'm shouting and she can't hear me. It's funny how I do that. Good to see you, Carolina. And we're going to talk to Jeanette here. I'm going to type in real quick to Elsa because she can't hear me. I
Have you got lots of things open?
Hear you. Well, it's so hard to type with the keyboard hidden underneath there. So I can hear you well. I'm to answer questions for a minute. Minute. I'm just trying to make it work. Okay, so I don't know what to tell anybody. I know Elsa can't hear me. So we have Cars here. Welcome. Good to see you, Rose Matter. Sonnet, or it's not working again. Guys, can you see me grabbing your comments? This must be on my end. This is crazy. The green veil. Yeah, can you guys see me when I put the comments up? Is it changing? Elsa can't hear me. I can't see when the comments come up. This is so crazy. You can hear both of us. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, well, hi, gorgeous soul, says Jess. Haha, Josh, the green screen that made me smile. You guys saw my green screen. What did you guys say about that? Just saw a peek behind the veil on Mila's screen. Ooh, what's behind Oz, right? Yeah, there's a screen back here. That's why sometimes when I wave, you can see green. Anyway, can you hear me, Elsa? No? She's not hearing me. Okay. But everybody else can hear both of us. Okay. Can't see comments. Interesting. Okay, well, thank you for telling me. I will just operate like this, I guess, or should I reload again? Well, okay, Elsa, right back. Okay, I'll be right back. She'll figure that out. I'll be right back. Go right back, guys. Hold on. Okay. All right. All right. I'm back. All right. I just reloaded the screen and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I thought that was your aura, Mila, says Josh. So it's, and now I can see a new comment that I had clicked. So I'm just going to see if I can, it doesn't even go away. So we're just going to go with what we got. Here we are. A lot of Elsa, keep talking. She can't hear me. So I need to type to her. Let's see. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, good. Yay. Hooray. Let the show begin. What a Mercury retrograde, right?
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
I even texted you because we had the washing machine break.
Oh, no. I didn't see your other message.
Oh, I sent you a message saying that we had a what? Didn't I send? I think I sent it. I sent a washing machine after I spoke with you, I think it was, and the seal broke in the washing machine. And you've been talking about seal.
Yeah.
I thought, and the washing machine man, he was cranky. He was really mean.
I'm having a hard time hearing you a little bit.
Oh,
I can hear background noise more than you.
Oh,
here we go. Okay. Try again.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, so
you might be using your microphone from your computer instead of your.
Is this better?
What's it?
Hang on, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's the sound is different than normal. I can hear background a little bit better than you, and usually it's the other way around. So it's probably you're probably not using your microphone. You're probably using the microphone from the device, like the built-in microphone. That's okay. We'll just work with it. It's okay. I'm glad that we're working. It's working. It's working. We're good. Right? I am reading y'all's comments, by the way. I just can't get it on the screen, so we're just gonna go with what we got here. I'm happy that we're able to come through for everybody. Seals breaking and flooding, Elsa, says Sita. Whoa. And then everybody's saying we can hear everybody. They're all really happy that you're here. There were some people saying, just talk, Elsa, we can hear you. There's background noise, but that's okay. I'm just happy that you are here. So
literally. Yeah. It's been tough to exist, right?
Yeah.
I keep listening to Mila's shows and hearing, and I read all the comments, and the audience loves you, Mila, and far out, everyone's having a hard time existing.
Yeah. So it's really unstable feeling. I was discussing that while you were like trying to figure out how to hear people, was how vibrating I am. Like literally, I'm feeling myself. Oh, it was a coffee grinder in the background, guys, or a blender or something.
Oh, you can hear them better than me.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it. So I'm working on it and talking. So
it's working now. It just changed.
Really?
Your audio just changed.
So it sounds like it's coming through a microphone?
Yeah, now it's back. Now you're good.
It's like it even is having a hard time existing, all the computer gigs. We haven't done anything new. I mean, I'm sure it's happening around the world. People's equipment is failing.
Yeah. Hey,
so what were you talking about on the show before?
About just this weird vibration in my body. The numerology is 5 today, says 5th Essentials, LLC. There's a wild card energy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's also what I'm feeling. So what I was talking about, exactly that, but it feels similar. The vibration inside, it's real subtle, but it feels very similar when you connect with a real high frequency being. Like especially at first, when you're not used to that energy, it just kind of feels like almost a quake inside. Doesn't feel queasy, like it's bad. It just you observe your shakiness, but it's real subtle. And I'm noticing it mostly. It's 222 right now. I'm noticing it mostly when I'm trying to fall asleep or right before I fall asleep, and it's really frustrating because that'll wake me up. That'll, and so I'm getting around 4 hours of thin sleep a night. And I'm surprised that I'm operating all right. But I was telling everybody, I feel like I need a nap from my sleep when I wake up. But for some reason, I'm waking up at the same time every day, even when I could sleep 5 hours longer. And then Maddie's the opposite. Maddie, my daughter, she's like, we're still in the summer period. So I'm like, you know what? Let you sleep the way you want to right now. And because she likes to like sit around and think, she says, and she comes up with a lot of real beautiful messages when she just thinks at night. And I'm letting her do it. But what the thing is here is it's turning out where she's laying in bed and thinking until like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah. And her thinking is she's making episodes, and that's what she calls it. But what it ends up being is she'll tell me the episodes, and the episodes are with her friends that she talks to. And so they're part of it. And the messages that she brings forward and tells me about after she, has been, but she didn't do this very much. She didn't let herself, because she was always like, try to go to sleep. And so it's been really interesting. Like even the kiddos are in full on download mode is what I'm saying. And I am too. Like, I feel like I'm just drooling, staring at a wall most of the time right now. Like I'm so far behind in correspondence and following up with anything.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that, because that's how I feel. I feel like and Mercury retrograde has that tendency to, that feeling. So you got that amplified on all the other stuff. I have a theory though. An Ed theory.
Let's hear it.
Well, so it's got to do with tree, and it's got to do with 3. So Dynatopia type text, which is Odin text. He gets it. So in 2017 we had the big one come past, and these ones run their own path. This is the comet that came past. I remember you speaking about it a lot. Oma, Ana, Ana, Oma. Yeah, can you hear all that?
Yeah.
I hope you can hear me okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. I just, that's where I went. I thought maybe my alarm was going off. Go on, it's all right.
I can't go and turn it off because it will pull me out again, so I don't want to touch anything. If you hear me though through the microphone,
sorry.
You can hear me through the microphone? Or
yeah, I could still hear you. It sounded for a minute like it was in my room rather than through the microphone. But it's
all right, I'll keep checking on the microphone. Yeah, so Oma Ana, and it looked like a spaceship.
Oh, Oumuamua.
Ah! I've been trying to say it with the O, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cow mooing as well. Because it's the memory. It's the memory. It was the one that brought the memory. That's where it all started. Oumuamua was the comet.
Yeah, it's not maybe it is a comet.
That's what they called it.
Yeah,
that's why I quoted.
It was classed as different. They had never had this. This is the first one. And this one is from the Milky Way, so it's cute that it's Moo. And then this one's called the Scout. And then after the Scout, we had, I think it was 2019 or 2020, I can't remember. It was the Russian one.
I have it right here. I can tell you. I can just tell you.
Bolshevik or something. Is that
right? Borisov. That was 2019.
Yeah. So it was 2019. Yeah. So then they had this one come through. That one was different again, more powerful and bigger. But this one, again, on its own path. So our solar system and sun does not affect its gravity. the gravitational pull of our solar system and sun has no effect on these guys.
Right.
Just to let you know who we're dealing with. So that was called the meddler. And definitely this is what's been going on since then. That one. Yeah, a lot of
100%.
meddling. A lot of meddling, right? This one's called Atlas. I've been getting Atlas since last year, September, when Richard got ill and was like crisis point illness, right?
Yeah.
And then now I'm had crisis point in the next, it was like a year. I found this happen a lot with you, Mila. The information comes through a year before and then you have to do all this stuff or homework. It feels like homework.
Yeah.
To this point, and then they go, okay, all right, she's ready for it now. Let's whack her with it. And then if you can get through that, it's like then you see the sun come up or birds singing. Yeah, or like the harp sound. It's like you've arrived.
Yeah, it does. It feels angelic, like it's the clouds part almost, and a booming voice says, "Good job."
You did it. Well done. Have some chocolate.
Chocolate.
Have some
Chocolate candy comes up.
So Atlas is the biggest of the three. These three will not come past again. Not for galactic years, like we're talking. They might never come past again.
Yeah.
They're on their own. They make their own path.
Right.
Listen to these words. They make their own path and they bring the new.
Right.
Atlas is map. Atlas is a lita. A lita is litter, which is puppies, which we have right now as well. Litter is the lead tar.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling crazy, if you're feeling weird, if you're having weird emotions and symptoms, it is alien. Because nothing on the planet has felt it before. That's why our washing machine dude was so cranky. he's feeling alien, literally. Like when you say feeling alien, you go, oh, you mean that way. But I'm going, no, I'm meaning you're feeling them. Yeah. And it makes every cell in your body go nutso because it doesn't know what to do with it. It's not familiar. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't feel safe. Sometimes it's angry. Sometimes it has to get rid of stuff inside you.
Yeah.
So you got all these emotions going on because they're stirrers.
Yeah.
They're starers. They're stirrers. They're starers.
I like that.
Yeah. So to have a star come past, sometimes stars come past and you're used to them. These ones we are not used to. So the three.
Yeah.
We knew they were coming. The three kings, the three they always talk the power of the three. In the Bible, the three and the power of tree, and they needed the three to come through. So I don't know what you got from all that, but I'm curious because those dates and stuff, like I'm so curious now.
Yeah, we have a lot. Hey,
I'm going to drink my coffee and work out my audio.
Just in case anyone who wants to know like specifically what we're talking about, this is actually called, there's a couple different names for it. You can either call it 3I/Atlas or it's C/2025. It was discovered July 1st, though they didn't tell anybody about it till I think the 4th. It might have been the 3rd. What's super fascinating about, I have a couple things to say about this. I'm getting to a bunch of different points and I won't take up too much time, I hope, so these three they're calling them comets, of course. Remember, so in 2017, I actually didn't know about it. I didn't know about what was happening. I wasn't listening to any of the reports or anything. I did have experience connecting with this vessel. And it's this whole thing, and I won't go into it in depth, but the shortest version is I either astral or remote viewing. Sometimes I can't tell exactly when I'm in deep enough trance meditation, and I'm just guided to go certain places. I'm not like, I'm going to go do this. And there was this rock in space, and it looked small until I felt its gravity, and I realized the sheer size, the enormity of it. You could feel its gravity, and within there was like a whole civilization, like a whole planet's worth of people is what it felt like. Anyway, fast forward, they start talking about a Muamua, and this thing only just within the past year or so has science really just straight up declared that it's not. That it's a comet, it wasn't anything else. But the fact that it took so many years to convince the scientific world that this wasn't intelligent is what really draws my attention to that part of this conversation. Okay. And so, all three of them are this way. This one in particular, 3-Eye Atlas, is actually past Jupiter now and expected to be around Mars at the beginning of September. Why is this so significant? It changed trajectory again, Elsa. A comet, as we know how a comet works, it is like there's momentum that it thrusts it forward, right? Also, there's gravitational pull, is what they tell us, that draws it toward a specific. So, like, if you get too close to a large body, it'll kind of slowly move or veer toward it. This comet was going and it turned. Like, but there's no cloud. There's no cloud around it. And I misspoke the other day. It's actually a cloud for that, or a comet that size, where it was going through in the hey, it's 234 blast off, where it was zooming through in space because of the closeness to other things, and it should have taken on even a larger cloud, and it has no cloud. It has no tail. There's all of these things, okay? And then all of that aside, here's my experience with it. I connected with them before science told us that they found it. That's why I wrote it down. I had a conversation with people about it. It's an Arcturian ship, and the closer and closer that they get, the more and more we're going to be able to connect to the Arcturians. And this is something you commented on a minute ago, and this is the last thing I say, so I can get it back to you, because there is a lot about threes that I'm not going to be able to fully unwrap for you right now because this other stuff. But I started to notice that it was really weird, like the alien energy you talked about. It was really weird connecting with them in this way. For me, it feels like everybody has energy, right? Every kind of person has a specific kind of energy too. There are categories, but you don't put them in labels, but a masculine energy tends to have more spikes, sharp edges. For me, that's how I interpret it. And that doesn't mean that only men have that, but it's more common. And typically there's always a sharp edge there to tell me in the energy that that's a male energy. But these Arcturians coming in, they feel like women at first. Like, they feel soft. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Am I making sense? And there's these three that are always stepping forward, which is, I think, is really, and everybody's talking about the threes too. And the fact that you're bringing up the threes, there's always three that step forward. They're like the people who talk, and they all feel so balanced and mellow and perfectly aligned that they feel like a super calm mom energy, even though they're male. Does it?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If I talk into the microphone, can you hear me? I'm just double checking.
I can hear your background. I'm hearing you from your computer.
That's okay. All right.
You put the microphone away. Yeah.
Just I can take the. All right. So back from the Milky Way. So the Milky Way is the memory. So it's the Loch Ness. So you're feeling their energy come through.
Right.
So they have no need to affiliate with us purely except for they want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's this love. They want to be around us.
Yeah.
You don't want to be around people. You don't want to be around the grumpy washing machine man.
Yeah. Right.
No one wants to be around him. But so the planets are the same. They carry water. These ones. So you imagine our solar system, and we think we're so big.
Yeah.
We're like the team at the stadium that always wins the game. So you're feeling really powerful, and then you see these guys go past.
Yeah.
And their shadow and their dust is a lot. They can't, normal dust from a comet, which is weird because these guys don't have tails, not like this, like a normal comet, but the dust coming from them is a lot. It is. It's a huge amount. And it's triggering the plants. The plants are sporing a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, fish will be sporing a lot more. So will humans, I guess, as well. So it would be interesting to see a lot of people fall pregnant in this time.
Yeah.
So everything's sort of reacting to the energy of the new coming in. But it's like I was saying to Richard, it's like you've got to, it's great all the new coming in, but if you can't handle it, you get coughed out, literally.
Yeah.
And so the most important thing you can do is treat every day just, which is what Richard's motto is. He says, chip away at it, which I love because it's chippies and I love hot chips. And it is. It's like when you eat the hot chips, you only eat one at a time. If you put the whole lot in your mouth at once, it's not pleasurable an experience. But if you just have one chippy at a time, it's so enjoyable because you're watching the seagulls or something. And
what's a hot chippy?
See, it's a very English thing and Australian, but you get fried fish and then fried fries. I think they call them fries in America. Yeah, and then they used to wrap them up in newspaper.
Oh, yeah, like the fish and chips.
Fish and chips, yeah. So, but even though my body doesn't really digest potato well, the starch, I still love the whole feeling of having hot chippies because it brings really nice fond memories to me. So the kids don't take mum out to dinner. They know that they know to take me out. They go, oh, you want to come out? We'll take you for some hot chippies.
That's fun.
It's so silly, but they go, come on, we'll take you for some hot chippies.
Yeah.
And so instead of, you know how you say to your dog, let's go for a walk.
Yeah.
It's all about, that's me with the chippies.
You want to go? Yeah. It is like that. It does feel that's the kind I am, and it's such a beautiful energy. Like I'm excited about it. There was a question asking when we first started. I started noticing it. I commented on it a bit at the end of the month, last month sometime, and then they spotted it on the first, and I then started to realize that they're coming. They showed me is actually what happened, and then the day after that, which was the 4th, is when I found out in a scientific way, and it's neither here nor there. They're there exactly because they can connect with you from a great distance, and right in front of you. And I mean, by the example of a lot of the people I talk to that are, you'd be surprised, right? Look around to see the content that you're finding coming up on YouTube and stuff like that. There's a lot more people channeling the Arcturians now. It's just they're more, and it's not because now it's needed the most. Exactly. It's that now we can, right? That's how I take it. I feel it. It's like they've been like, they're so glad. It's like, it's that parent that's not really, really patient and not frustrated like I might have been with the child decides they want to buckle their own seatbelt when they're 1.5 and they can't. And so you try to be patient and let them screw around that seatbelt for like an hour and you're getting running late, you know? But they're really good about it. They've just been waiting. They've been like, you can buckle your seatbelt, we'll show up when you're ready. And now we're ready. Now we're ready. Globally, galactically. This actually leans this moment that we're in was initiated such a long time ago, but one of those times that's been brought to my attention over and over again, Elsa, and I'm just going to throw it out there and see what you think, is the year 1775 was the initial enslavement of the global mass. And so it's the craziest kind of like, okay, and what do I know about that year? Well, that's what when they say the remember Lincoln, you know, liberated all the slaves in that year. That was also the year though. Now we go to that story, the topic of the people of the Anu people, because the year comes back. Okay. Pardon me. Long story short, really quickly, everybody knows we had a big earthquake in Russia, an 8.8 earthquake, and it actually caused not only was there small tsunamis and there was a lot of warnings for it and stuff, but it cracked the side of their volcano. It didn't erupt in its caldera. The explosion, I don't know what happened on that island, but where that earthquake happened, the vicinity around it on the side, the land got cracked in a way that I don't know if an earthquake would really do. You know what I mean? But because I know we're going to talk about this a little bit, let's just say this real quick. The Anu people are an ancient civilization that are connected, and you can actually trace them to the Maori people. I found this really awesome, like I'll post it up for people to watch it later on. It shows that you can trace them to a lot of the Japanese and samurai culture kind of stuff. These individuals are you can trace to to Alaska, you can to Hawaii. You know, I don't know if I said the Maori people yet. Tibet, you know, they went to Sri Lanka too. The migration is amazing. But what had happened was, see, these people used to be Russian. They were the Syrians. And I'm not gonna go into that topic very deeply, but this is something worth noting, is that if you look at the earliest maps, they were the main Tartarians. Okay, so anyway, all of these people have been oppressed and pushed out. Japan won't own them as a nation. Russia won't accept them as a nation. So they're kind of outliers, and they've been trying to quash and destroy their culture forever and ever. And it was in 1775 that they outlawed their culture. Both Russia and Japan outlawed the culture of the Anu people and made it against the law to have traditional body tattooings. It was against the law. It was a federal crime in their way of federal to speak the language. There are only 2 or 4 elders left on the planet who can speak the language fluently. It's the intentional destruction of a culture. And isn't it fascinating that they're called the Anu people? You know, so I know you have a lot more knowledge about this than I do also. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to say about it. I hope it's okay. I already changed the topic to it.
So I don't know. Can you hear me through here again or not?
I can actually, no? Yes.
Oh,
you did it.
Okay. I did it. Oh, okay.
Nice work.
All right.
So, uh, I want to show everyone in the audience how real it is, but it sounds egoic again, but it's not meant to be. That means nothing to me. Egoically, I've got so much other stuff going on with my family. So, but I'll tell you how this dovetails and butterflies with Mila. I met of the Anu people back when we were doing shows together back 17th, 18th of October. I just was looking up Anu people while you were speaking, Mila, and 17th, 18th of October 2023 came up.
Huh.
So we were doing, I think, trilogy shows probably together, the three.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so they gave me the code back then, which was 84348. And I was like, that's a cute number. Oh, cute numbers. B434B.
Huh.
And I'm going to keep going with this. The family friend that passed over, he gave me the message B4. To
Okay.
B4 is to be a new wolf or aunt wolf. Aunt. They give us the term aunt as the friendly mother. You talked of mother energy, but she's not your mother
Right.
who's coming past. The motherships are coming past, but she's not my mother. She's the aunt.
Right.
So your head is helmet or ant or anu, and the wolf is below, which is the fours, the paws.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and what they're showing me through animal and through timestamps and Odin, and I get it so much through Mila because Mila just fires code like no tomorrow. Is that he's showing us the evolution of how we got not only here with our language, because this is what we only remember or have been told about our history books, but now they're showing us how we were put together.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like literally
Yeah.
how they
How we were
pieced us together.
like DNA.
Well, this is the message I got from that date. It's the whole. It crosses over Odin. So Odin's crow. So you have the dot and the circle.
Yeah.
So you got to get here. So you got to be the dot at home. But then you have to see it, which is the awakening. The crow circling around the home. It's not enough just to be
Right.
here. But that what they've been doing with civilization for many years is they're just making us content with the distraction of being here.
Right.
Let's keep them so distracted that they don't bother to fly around the home and see who they are themselves, their magic, what they can really do, telepathy, visions, see the future, remote viewing, talk to animals, talk to trees, talk to rocks, crystals, heal yourself. All this is when you fly around and see your home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why
do
it's
just
1-1. So it's one, you have Odin, but you've got to be able to see yourself in the Om.
yeah.
And that's what the Anu is the one seeing the fours. Like it's and the Anu is where it comes in the crown, and it sometimes might hurt your back of your neck, and it just comes in you here. And it can make you feel crazy because you don't know what to do with the information because we don't have our grandmothers here to show us anymore. It's all been stripped away from us, so we've got to do it like orphans.
Yeah.
Yeah, which brings you to all that topic.
Yeah. That was where I was deciding. I don't know. I'm sure you could tell. I was like, am I gonna go
No,
down
we
that
don't. Well,
rabbit hole?
oh, look, that one opens a huge another can of worms, which we don't need to. It's a holy bucket of snakes. Like, no, we
Yeah.
don't need that one. But I'm just saying, that's that to me confirms that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
so a
yeah.
lot of the stuff that Mila and I talk about, see, we're getting it from spirit, we're getting it from animals, we're getting it from sessions we do, we don't get it from media. Media is like the last bit on top that we go, oh. So we're getting all this information and healing ways through nature and things like this, and then the media is just like the little bit extra at the end sort of thing. So when we're getting all
Yeah.
this information in, it then starts to confirm timestamps or movies or political moves or earthquakes that have happened. And we go, oh, that's connected to that. That's connected to that.
Yeah.
So my Anu video, so I started the Anu Way video when Jack came home with Mary. But I've been trying to edit it. And I couldn't edit it, and I couldn't edit it, and I was being delayed and couldn't, and I'm just thinking, is it me? And then I went, oh, maybe it's just not meant to come out yet. So then I go and put it out on the channel, and then that was taking a long time for it to come out as well. And the day it came out was the earthquake.
Yeah.
But I
Of
didn't
course.
know it was hitting the Anu land. When you check on the maps, Mila, you remember what we were
Yeah.
talking about? There's no way it would affect there because it goes that way. It's weird. The only place they show is this one village, which is their fishing village, which is this sort of like the only last thing they've had. And they've tsunami'd it twice. Richard said they did it again. They did it twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, we'll confirm it on that video, and then you release another video, we'll confirm it on that one. Did I create it? No, I didn't. This is the universe's way of showing we're on path, we're on the right track, keep going, show others that you can create great things from just the little things that you do in your day to day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here to show. I'm not here as an egoic thing. It doesn't make me feel good doing this, but it makes me feel good knowing that I can tell others to, whatever you're doing, do that. If it feels good, do that.
Yeah.
Because it's making a galactic difference.
Yeah. It's even small things like having to do with whether or not you're going to eat right now.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But that's what the will is. And that's the thing that's interesting is that Hollywood has made us think, oh, well, that's in the movies because they add theme songs, they add actors, they've got really great clothing, makeup, and they make it really big. So they make you think that what's happening in your day today, where that bird just flew in front of you, because it didn't have the theme song, the build-up music, and the and the credits at the end. You don't give the bird any. But
the music to tell you how to feel.
Yeah, the build-up. That bird, he had to wake up that morning, had to go and eat his seeds early because he wanted to come and fly past you, and he wanted to be ready when you came out the door. Like, he set it up. The bird set it up. To the bird, it's important. Now we have to make it important. Yeah, but even though we don't have all the Hollywood, which is when you think about it, you're taking the drama out.
I have the theme music. I mean, it really happens. Like, I've been told for years that I have cartoons in my head, but half of it's probably more than half of it's channeled. Like, it's weird because the way I talk to spirit is images and music and sensations mostly. And so they bring all this stuff, it just pops through. And so actually for me, it is like I have like that Curb Your Enthusiasm music came on when the hummingbird showed up, actually. I've never seen that series, but it's a series called Curb Your Enthusiasm, and it has this real like old piano, like saloon piano kind of sound to it. That's what I heard when the hummingbird showed up. I'm just saying, I do hear those things.
Yeah, but that's because you've been practicing. There's a
Oh
big
yeah,
difference. You've been practicing from way, I mean, the stories I've heard Mila tell me about her childhood, she's been doing this for a long time. So it doesn't even, there's no trying. It just is. It is. That's why she's so fast. That's why our shows are so fast. That's why I have to listen to our shows like 100 times before I go, holy cow, did she just say that? But so what do you do with all the code that you have? Well, you use it as education. You use the code to assist family members, or sometimes it just sits in you sometimes and just grows. Correct? Like this 84348 code.
yeah,
I didn't know what that meant back then.
yeah, yeah. We never really do. We just know that there's something important about. How I say it is, it looks pretty. It feels pretty.
Ah,
Like a date feels. It feels like someone I love just so much. It's their birthday or something like that. That's what I feel when, and it's got to do. And then you go, okay, there's something important about that. Let's research it.
yeah,
But you learn that that's what that means. Like you said, when. And I think all of us kind of feel we're drawn to a number or a thing, and we don't know why. That's
yeah.
when we look it up and find out why it's important.
So because I've been meeting a lot of new people, Mila, so I keep telling them, look, I know you're having all these symptoms. Go watch Mila. If you're new to watching Mila and I, you're going, what the hell are they talking about? Some people who watch us, they just watch us, but they have no idea what we're talking about. But they said it makes them smile,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's what you're talking about.
yeah. I
It's
get
like a
that too.
warm hug, So, well, to me, it's like eating chippies or chocolate. So,
Yeah, yeah. And the
yeah.
charge that I get after our conversations, my daughter loves it when we do meetings because I
Oh.
then I want to play tag. I want to like I become energized. It's like really a fun experience for all of us, like it's really cool. And yeah, I encourage any one of you watching this, you might see in the description that as the shows that Elsa and I do, I actually have this almost, it's like a cut and paste one I use now, is like just listen into it. It's kind of like light language sometimes. You may not fully understand what we're talking about, but you can feel in your bones the truth behind the words we're speaking, and that they come with love, because we're using our higher heart. That's the teal color. When the throat chakra speaks with love, it's truth. And so that's the dance and song. That's Archangel Sandalphon, and the activations that we're getting right now in the sacral chakra, I'm not surprised. I'm not even a little bit surprised that you had said there's probably going to be more people that are going to find themselves pregnant in the next
Yeah.
little bit. The sacral chakra is very much
Well, it's
sexual.
oh, is it? Oh,
Oh
wow.
yeah,
So it is spawn. It's because when yeah, it's the spur. It's the spawn. It's the spur. It's a marker coming in. It's the new coming in. So
yeah,
the new has to come in some way. So if it doesn't come in that way, it's going to come in this way, this way.
yeah.
All right. So now I'm going to throw something else at you because I know you love it. You're really good with this. So yesterday I'm in a big group, and they're a lovely group, and it was my first group in a while because I took some time off, and they showed me, because we spoke about the eclipses coming up, Mila.
Uh-huh.
It's the sturgeon moon.
Yeah.
So we're a fishing family. So I said to Richard, "But how many sturgeons have you got?" And he goes, "Sturgeons? What the hell's a sturgeon?" And I said, "I don't know. It's a fish. I know it's a fish. Sturgeon is where they get caviar from, the main one.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
sturgeon is the family of cod and salmon. So my ears prick up here. Sturgeon.
Code, cog, yeah.
Yeah, sturgeon is why are they calling it sturgeon moon? Well, obviously there's a lot of sturgeons around, right? Sturgeon is they say that they're only in this land and then they're in that land. They're in three. The three: Africa,
They're in
North America, and Australia. In Australia, they're called the lungfish.
nut.
Yeah, lung
I'm about to say no way and
lungfish.
sorry, anyway,
All
go
right,
ahead.
so on the 20th of July, 4 p.m., I'm outside with the girls and we looked up and the pine trees dropped all their spurs and it was a purpley white dust and we had never seen that before. And we're like, what is that? We've had very weird weather and it's been really cold and we have never seen the trees drop like that, all the spur in just this massive cloud. Anyway, I come inside and we had Jem and her boyfriend over and everyone was talking, and like Mila said, really quaky, really buzzy, but a good buzz. Everyone's in a good buzz, right? And then I started coughing, and I thought, oh, that's a bit gross because I could feel my lungs filling up with mucus. I thought, I don't want to cough that up in front of anyone because that's just going to I'm just going to look like a pirate. So I go into the bathroom. And I cough and spit it out in the basin. I look down, and it's bright red blood.
Wow.
That's what this moon is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a blood moon, I think, or the eclipse is a blood moon. I can't remember, Mila, which one it is.
Yeah, the eclipse is considered a blood moon, but on occasion we'll have the blood moon depending. Arizona will have a blood moon because of the fire.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we're set to have a blood moon too, but I look, I really don't know because sometimes you don't even see the moon because they cloud it over. So
there's an eclipse in September. I just don't remember if it's when the date is at the top of my head right now.
So the sturgeon moon, and then you have this blood moon, and it's the lungfish. So I'm going, okay. So
Yeah.
and now I'm coughing up.
And the sternum is
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm coughing up blood, having a crisis moment, going, holy shit, that's a lot of blood. And I can still feel it keep filling up in my lungs. And I'm going, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. This is a crisis. And this is how I see in the movies. They all cross over. And I went, oh, you know what? If I'm going to go, I'm going to go.
Right.
I've had so many of these days now. I'm just like, everyone got angry at me in the house because it's in your face, the blood. Anyway, this stopped and it clotted. So it then made me have to rest and heal and pause. Anu, pause, go horizontal for a few weeks, digest the anu coming in, and then they'll go like, what did you say? Oh, good job. So then they hear the harp and they go, good job. Okay, we'll give you this information. Good job. Well done.
Right,
yeah,
right. You did it.
You can see the Muppets up there laughing, going, ha, 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 ha. Okay.
Yeah. The guys in the balcony, those two old
I'm going to
men.
push them out one day, the little buggers. That's right.
Elsa and I talk about those two all the time, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just going to be up there. I'm going to go up there like Miss Piggy and karate chop them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's something about, because this comet comes closest past Halloween.
Yeah.
And I keep getting, I got it with Bob a lot. Owie, ow, owie, ow, owie, because I keep hearing the owls again. We haven't had owls for a while. And now I'm hearing owie, ow, owie, ow. So yes, the new energy coming through might cause a few owies, like owls in our body. But it's okay because you're the dot circling yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And so I feel at peace with that. Like that makes me feel, okay, I understand my home and I'll just circle my body while it's resting. Like a spirit, I guess, like an aura. So
Yeah.
And this 3 is the sixth sense in us. They call it the fu in Chinese medicine. Fu. It sounds like the
Foo?
F
W, like FW or
F
FOO,
F
I mean.
U. F U.
That's awesome.
Dr. Joe might like that one. But it's a sixth sense. So yeah, they can't. They basically say they can't actually place what it is. It's just a feeling in you. So you'll have the
Right.
5 that are sort of parts in the body, but this sixth one is they check the fu of you. They check the fu of you. Let me tell you, checking this part of you, you're at the fu stage. You're like, fu, everyone.
Kara says she can see your Merkaba as you speak.
Oh, hey, Kara. Kara's good. She
That's
helps
pretty
me with
cool.
all the dog energy. I like Kara. She's good.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fun. I actually, speaking of animals, I just looked it up and really interesting. But well, I just saw a mushroom that looked like an owl,
No.
and yeah, and not very long ago, you and I were talking, and an owl came to me. It's weird, actually. The time before that, a frog jumped over my head. Like every time I'm on the
It's
phone
like a
with you,
nursery
like an
rhyme, right? The
animal.
frog jumped over my
Yeah,
Hang on.
yeah. I was
So
sitting on.
frog is amphibian. So this is the sturgeon. This is the other part of the sturgeon. So the sturgeon is a survivor. The sturgeon in the one in so this is us. This is why they're telling us sturgeon. Sturgeon is where we have stemmed from, and sturgeon in Africa, they create a mucus bubble around them. In a drought, they can last over 7 years. No water, no
Oh,
water, no water. They look
remember.
like Mexican walking fish. Jet has actually caught them. Their tail goes like a mermaid tail, I think. I think it goes the other way, their tail. They've got feet. They can
Yeah,
walk. They're Mexican walking fish. They can breathe air and gills.
that's so cool.
No, this is,
Like Buddy Wet
yeah. And
Skipper.
to protect themselves, they put a mucus around themselves. What's going on with us? Mucus.
Yeah.
Mucus means the mu, magi, us. Who wrote the language? So we're mucus around possibly the ones that have to leave. Do you get what I'm kind of saying?
Right. I do. I've been watching it and kind of asking about it too, like we all do when we're talking to our guides or whatever, like there's been we've been in the middle of a mass exit for a little while, and it's kind of coming to a completion, we're kind of, and when that happens, lots of times, we it seems like everyone's leaving at the same time almost, it's kind of, but we also notice most of the time, not always, but most of the time, there are people that we have disconnected from, no longer in our world or experience and stuff like that. But on occasion, like there's some pretty big things that are happening, and just across the board. But I can say that every one of us have just went through a choice point. And so if you're here talking to us and part of this, good job. You made a good choice. Thank you for coming and staying on this journey with us. It was intense. There's still people talking about still feeling this deep depression and this longing to go home, kind of stuff. And that's kind of lingering for some, but it's on its way out. We made it through that really intense period. And like, so, just notice yourself, like Elsa's comment, like Elsa, you're just talking about that, and everyone's saying they're glad that you're better and they're so happy that
thank
you're
you.
good. Yeah, it just, that was a time I didn't tell anybody, but I knew you were going to be okay, but dang, that sucks.
I know.
Going through something like that because it's scary.
Well,
You know, like you said.
Well, I think it was that night I rang Mila, and I was crying because I was releasing, but I was crying because I was sore, and
Yeah.
everyone in the house here was angry at me because they didn't want me to leave, obviously. So their emotions dealt with it in the way that they. So I had to get out of the anger. I had to get out of the fear, and so I just rang Mila, and I was like, yeah, I was just said to her, I love her. I just was like, what do I do? I love her, and yeah, I just wanted to let her know that was okay, but I wasn't okay at the same time. It was a weird
Yeah. You said
emotion.
you were okay like 9
Yeah,
times.
it was a weird emotion, and I'm just letting you know that you can heal yourself. If I went to hospital, I know they would have finished me off. They don't want our. Not everyone in hospitals feels this way, but I know that the agenda of them probably is to finish the baby boomers and just the tail end of the new ones after the baby boomers. They don't want, because you're the ones being able to understand the information, and they don't want you sharing that. That's why they've lowered our age range of existence. You're really supposed to live to 150. I know that in my body.
Right. At
Yeah,
least.
around 150.
At
But
least.
they've not only shortened it, they've gone, you know what? They know too much. Let's drop it again. They keep dropping
Yeah.
our. And they're
Yeah.
saying that you're old at this age. And I'm like, well, you will be if you keep hearing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there was that, I don't remember what it was. It was a, a real popular news company that I sent to you. I'm not going to say which one it was because it doesn't actually matter. The point is this what they're selling the world, the population, to, like, this is what you're supposed to believe now, kind of thing. But they were declaring the moment in life where, in particular, women begin to accelerate in their aging period. I'm not going to even quote the year that they said, because I'm not going to be part of that spell casting. However, I found this to be incredibly interesting that it fell in the exact year that all of these other places report is typical to expect the beginning of menopause. What happens when a perfectly healthy person, maybe this is a person who isn't even depressed, who hasn't had any psychic or psychological medications, introduced into their life. So they don't have any medications. And they're healthy and well, and they begin to go through an awakening process that we all always do. Some people call it menopause, and this is fascinating because, like, it doesn't seem like everyone really has to continue to progress through what they call menopause. I'm just saying this because I'm out of observation and also conversation with others. But then, what can you do to shorten someone's age? To say you have this thing and you need this medication. What is the first thing that a person is told when they go in and they find out that they're early stages of menopause? You need hormones. You need this. You need this. You need. Yeah. I'm not saying that those things don't help individuals. I'm not going through those experiences like the others. However, I can tell you this: is it coincides with the declared acceleration of aging process that occurs in women.
Yeah.
When they begin those medications, all of a sudden, exponentially, like all of a sudden they become old overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, we're not making fun of it, but we are in a way, because we bought into that. Like you buy into it. You don't have to buy into it though. That's what we're saying. And that's why if you can understand the feeling of the harp and the pat on the back saying good job from spirit, or coming and hearing Mila and I speak and it feels better than going to the doctor's office. And if you're feeling good, that will raise your vibration, and that's a healing place. And practice it. Practice a little bit each day, chip by chip, step by step. Practice a little bit each day. We've been practicing for a long time. We're here, and many others like Mila and I have been practicing for a long time. And we're actually excited for all of you to catch on too and learn it too, because we want you to feel good and we wish for you to have great things and have nice friends and have nice moments in life. You're meant to have humankind. You're meant to be humankind. You're meant to be all the colors of the rainbow and be kind. That's what we are. That's why they named us this. They've just told us not to circle. So now we have to, the whole has to cross over. And we weren't doing it. So that then the three felt enough of our energy and they changed course and they sent in the scout to see where we were at. Then they sent in the meddler and now they sent in the leader. So you can fight it. You can have that experience too. You can fight this, but it is not comfortable. It's not going to get any easier either. It's going to get trickier because the ease is in the leader. Go with the leader. It feels easier this way.
Yeah. It is. And it's more fun.
It's so much.
It's play, it's dance, it's digging in the sand with your buddies. You know, it's having a good old time and dance. And, you know, like it's all happening all at the same time of this revelation. The reason that new people show up in our lives right now is significant, is exactly like, hey, we've been on for 1 hour, 11 minutes, and almost 11 seconds. Now, that was a whole bunch of one. Anyway, is that it, you know, there is quite a lot of conversation about, you know, remember the story, you know, Mu shall rise again. And people have talked about confused Mu with Atlantis. Mu is Lemuria. I know they call it Lemuria, but because we were Lumineers in this culture, in this world, I go with that one because they named it after a lemur anyway. Is the place that is rising up, that's in all these prophecies, you know, that the hidden city, the lost city, and it's all. So we got a couple of different things happening right now. They just discovered a huge mass in the Pacific Ocean. There's one in the Pacific Ocean and one near Africa, off to the on the other side. Whatever the East Ocean is next to us, I don't think that's the Atlantic Ocean's below us. I don't know. You know what I'm talking on the east coast of the North America. What ocean is that? That's the Atlantic.
Yeah, because Easter Island looks at that one. Yeah. Okay. I think so.
In the Atlantic and the Pacific, there are these two massive chunks of foreign something that science is talking about right now. Why is this? It's bigger than our moon in size, and it's in the depths of the ocean. Okay, all this aside, it's fascinating that's happening. According to what they're reporting, it's some type of substance that is foreign, not of the earth. Okay, so there's that recent, hey, guess what? But then there's also the three sisters. There's a three again. By the way, there were three people who said 333 earlier, and then someone observed it, so I won't point out. But is that the three sisters are these volcanoes that are in the ocean just off the coast of Oregon, Washington, or excuse me, and then in North America. I say Washington because that's where I was at. And it's growing a whole freaking island, this active volcano. There's also another one that just now, Japan just got a new island. It's actually crazy. It's happening right now. Like it's a volcano that's in the ocean. All of these land masses are rising. All of them, they're all coming up. And when Mu shall rise again, it says, when the sun weeps into the other ocean, Mu shall rise again. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. What?
Okay.
Tell me.
So it's a pacifier of the Atlantic is Atlas frequency. one sea path. So Pacific and Atlantic is talking about this last three, one coming over. So it's a pacifier.
Yeah,
and so Mu shall rise again. It's literally lifting the ocean up with it. They know each other.
Yeah.
Earth, so Gaia or Earth or whatever name you want to call wherever we are, knows them. The three.
Yeah.
And it might have
Yeah.
only known it when it was one little tiny speck, but it knows it. So Mu will rise again because it's like, oh, there's my auntie, my long lost auntie, or my friend, or whoever. It doesn't matter. So Mu will rise again because they're excited. Though Earth is excited. This is so cool, Mila.
Yeah.
So the three,
Yeah. It's really.
so three SiStars, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you said oregano. So I'm saying eat oregano. Eat oregano.
Oh, I see.
Definitely. That, yeah.
Oregano, for those of
Yeah,
you who
eat
mean-
oregano. That's one of the three in the greens to eat. Pacifier is a pacifier, as I know, was. This is so fun. I don't know if they call it there in America, but in Australia they call them dummies, and they put it in the baby's mouth to keep the child.
Oh, pacifier. We call it pacifier or binky.
To keep the child quiet.
We literally call it a pacifier.
You do call it pacifier? Well, in Australia they call them dummies.
That's mean.
Yeah, look at what it's to keep the child quiet.
To keep them dumb and mute, like they used to say those words. Remember that in the old days?
Put the dummy in their mouth to keep them quiet. So Mu shall rise again. Can you see what this is doing?
Yeah.
Wow, this is such. I'm buzzing from this information. I'm going to really need some chocolate after this.
I got more to add to it too. We're not even done. Okay.
So you got, because we got three sisters here off, but there's many three sisters everywhere, by the way. The Blue Mountains has the three. So, and I know there's many all around the world. So these are markers are all around the world. It'll be interesting to hear what's happening at those three sisters spots.
Yeah.
The three sisters spot
is
where your starburn mark is, by the way.
Yeah. Actually. Oh, wait. On your side of the world?
Yeah, because there's many three sisters, but this particular three sister off the east coast, because it's the most eastern point of Australia before the drop off. They have the three sisters.
What's really interesting is it literally, Elsa, I wasn't very far from the three sisters off the coast of Oregon when I got my starburn. Literally. I'm not making this up. I'm not exaggerating at all. We were probably a 20-minute boat ride to where they're at, where I was at the time.
It's a 20-minute boat ride to Starburn from the three sisters. This is weird. This stuff's weird. So weird. Yeah, see, and they're up there laughing. the two old men going, really? They just got that one.
There's so much about, and so we also know the Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire is used in a lot of different sacred ceremonies, by the way. There's a reason for that. Specific wording of Ring of Fire, not just the visual representation of it. And now here we are. The three sisters in the Blue Mountains sit on the 33rd parallel, says Jeanette. Is that the Ring of Fire encircles this place where the largest mass is within the ocean. This is actually still Elsa. The reason why I even brought this up, one of the reasons, is that the same location of this foreign whatever that's just off the coast or that's near to these three sisters, but it's more in like the middle of the Pacific. That's the same place that all of those whales congregated. Remember, and they made a big deal about it. And they're like, why are they all hanging out here? It's like they're having a family reunion. And it's like it was making everybody like weirded out. And all of a sudden, everybody started getting whales and dolphins in areas of the planet that didn't typically get them. They didn't ever see them because the water used to be too cold or something.
Yeah.
And then this Ring of Fire Like, I don't know if you guys have been following the earthquakes. Yeah, you probably have heard about the big ones because they're taking up a lot of like airtime. But the amount of earthquakes that we've had is and encircling this ring of fire is really significant. So like I'm pulling it up now just to kind of just give. I wonder if they even have a count, but I can say that so it's called Kamchatka is the peninsula of Russia, the earthquake that we talked about earlier, by the way. I finally saw what it's called. But anyway, I suggest that you follow this because what's happening is first we had 9, was it 9? Yeah, it was 7, 9, and 12 reports of volcanic activity as a result of the 8.8 earthquake that happened. All of this stuff lines up with all the prophecies is what I'm saying, guys. Like, that's what I'm so excited about. And, I'm just super happy to be here at this time and that it's happening in your lifetime, in my lifetime, in this now moment. Our children are the ushers of this new world where I feel like the parents, us, are kind of like doing stuff while we wait for the kids to grow up and do what we're really supposed to do, But anyway, I went on a little bit of a tangent there. I did want to circle back a little bit. Could I? Is that all right?
Can I just say, while you're circling, a ring of fire is a volcano, right? Generally, like the ring of fire.
Oh,
yeah.
right,
So
yeah,
a ring of
yeah.
fire, if you are a crow and you look down, it's a dot with a circle around it, right? Now be the crow and swoop down and now fly alongside the volcano with me. It looks like a witch's hat.
It does.
Which is the name of your starburn location. It's which way. And that's what the hat on Harry Potter does. It tells you which way you're going. It's
right.
a decider. Yeah.
The sorting hat. Yeah.
Oh, the Anu.
Yeah.
The Anu takes in all the Nu energy. It passes through the hippocampus, the Loch Ness or the serpent in us, the reptilian brain, and it deciphers which way you're going to go, and then you have to digest it. So then it goes down to your spleen, and you digest it in your belief or belly of Eve system, and then it's got to all come back up again because the mucus.
Right.
Yeah. So go back to your ring of fire because I just had to share that.
There's a lot. Actually, I didn't even touch on you brought up the mucus again, so
while you're talking, I'm bringing it back to how it's actually manifested in our world. That's all. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm just showing the realness of it. So it's that plus mixed in with this.
And the frog mucus is what, like, I saw over and over. We brought frog up, and because the frog jumped over the head, and we were talking about mucus, and so many people were like, "That's what the frog babies look like. They're in this big jumble of mucus, like it's a big chunk when they're the frog eggs before they hatch. They're encased in mucus, and the cleansing. Frog is the symbol of cleansing, and that's been coming through a lot, So that was just something that was mentioned, and I felt like it was important to highlight it once again because, well, when you brought it up, it reminded me I wanted to do it. Is that there's so much lung mucus, sinus, weird stuff. Even if it's like a lot of people are not noticing that they're doing the same thing as others because they have had a history, even if it's a long time ago, of allergies and stuff. So they're just kind of excusing it. It's not that big of a deal for a lot of people, but some of us, the quantity of mucus I've coughed up is shocking over the past little while. If I owned a scale, I bet I could step up on it and see my weight loss from the quantity that I've spit out.
Well, that's what I felt that a few people have said that I let know in my small groups that they said tuberculosis, TB, right, is what and a cyst in the lungs. Because I have been coughing for a few years, and it happened since that date, 2017. I've been coughing.
Really?
Yeah, well, also that was when I got rid of all the mold, but it was like it had left scarring or something, I don't know, or a cyst in there. So then these spores come down from the tree and explode it. So I feel like even though it was a crisis moment, I actually felt like the pine trees they got my back, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, she's okay now, go on, drop them off. She's right there. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like you said before, Mila, like a lot of the stuff is leaving in us. And sometimes you'll be feeling all these weird emotions and they're not even actually yours. They've just, that sense has been, they've been running in your ship for so long that you think it's yours. And this is when you have those dark nights of the soul, because it wasn't ever you. That was some other being in there. Can you so you think you're dying? You think you're dying. They are.
Yeah.
Those guys are dying. They're not happy about it either because they like you.
Yeah.
Some feel jealous, angry.
Oh, yeah.
Jealous is gel us. They've been mucused. The
Yeah.
mucus is in doing what the sturgeon does. It puts a cyst around them and says, I'm going to have to put you over there because I don't know what to do with you. I don't like you, so I'm going to create a cyst. Now, this
Right.
cyst could explode, which is what happened to me.
Yeah.
Because the Anu's coming in and it's going, well, there's not much room left in her. We're going to have to get rid of that. So we'll send in the pine trees, the 3, and we'll explode it, and then it comes out. And then as long as she heals, she'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're all getting it. It's supposed to be. That's the choice point. You know, like that's it.
Crisis
That's the
point.
moment.
Yeah.
Yep. And you know, it's very symbolic that it's pine because there's so much that's if you can get a clear extract or essential oil of pine, it's actually solves this problem. So it's almost ironic that it was pine that caused the, you know, like if you get the right
flower.
right.
Yeah, well, like you said, the flower of the pine, especially the ones we have here, are blue. So all that, it was white coming down, but it was a lot of blue in it. So I knew that, yes, there was a spur in me, but it had blue energy in it. So
yeah, fascinating.
yeah, it's very cool, Mila. I took you off the Ring of Fire though. You were on a real thing, a Ring of Fire. I hope you can get back there because.
Well, it actually circles right back to my desire to show these photographs of the Anu people from this earlier time. That's mainly what I wanted to do. I was like,
let's talk about. Can we talk about, because this is what's happened to many indigenous cultures around the world, and any culture you go to, the indigenous have thought that the indigenous were going to create this mass awakening, and I have to say it was from them carrying the fine thread through and hiding it from, the powers that be, is what we've all tapped into, because it's, still in the land and the plants and everything, and the stories were enough for us to pick up on and run with. They didn't think we would run with it. They thought it was going to come from all the indigenous.
Can you see the pictures?
I can't see the pictures, no.
It's not showing up. It says I'm doing it. I'm not able to share. Mercury retrograde is driving me bananas. I'm just gonna say that today, technology stuff. I've not had it this bad in so long.
Yeah. When I was getting on here, I was like, oh no, now I can't get on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's just, yeah. I'm so glad you can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, so It is.
Well,
It's weird. It is weird. I agree. It's weird, but you know what? The weird actually feels so much more reassuring now. And
yeah.
looking at the other stuff that I used to love or believe in or watch or do or belief systems, it just looks so stupid now.
Yeah.
Just looks.
Yeah.
I just go, how did I fall for that? Really,
Yeah.
really, Elsa, how'd you fall for that? Listen to yourself. I'm
And then
not
you forget
angry at
you're not
anyone. Yeah,
helping.
just like,
I'm with
what?
you.
Sorry.
I'm with well, I was just gonna. I keep cutting you off because I'm sharing like we do in person, and over the
Yeah.
computer doesn't work as well as. But is this whole thing with oh goodness, see, because I felt bad, I forgot what I was talking about.
Wow. That's so cool, right? Like, so how
Yeah,
the emotion sucked the channel
yeah,
out, like for a minute. Like, I'm not worried about Mila because it'll
it
come back so
happens
quick. Yeah.
if
So
you go
yeah,
to
it's
one of
just
the
like
three lower chakras. Yeah,
mm.
shame, guilt, and
Shame,
fear.
guilt, jealousy. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Those
There you
three
go.
are the main blocks of the three lower chakras. The root chakra, what blocks the root chakra is fear. What blocks the sacral chakra is guilt. And what blocks the solar plexus is shame. And so,
That's the foo. They're the foo. That's the foo chord. Oh, that's
yeah,
the FU.
yeah. And
You
when any
just
of
said the
those are,
whole ancient Chinese medicine.
okay, well, they're right, like, and when they're actively blocked, like in the moment we go to a place of fear or shame or guilt or something, it actually numbs from the stomach up energetically. Have you ever observed that? Like when you feel bad or fear or something, all of a sudden your face and everything above you feels numbish. You're turning off your heart, throat, brow, and crown chakra. You're turning it off for a minute. It's like pausing it. It's no longer in flow. So I went to guilt or shame or something. I felt bad. And so I
Yeah.
turned off the channel.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
okay, this is meant to happen. This was meant to happen, Mila. So, so this happened in real time for us to just break it down a little bit. So you've turned it off, right? For just a second, but that's
Yeah.
enough to lose the info. So now you've lost that alignment. You'll have to pick it up again, right? Which I'm
Yeah.
not seriously with Mila. It's so fast it doesn't matter because like 1,000 other ones come through. But
I know.
but so you've turned it off and you have those weird feelings now in your body. So it's not vibrating the same, right? If you can go there, you have to be able to go here. It has
Yeah.
to be able to swing both ways. So
Yeah.
if just say you have that experience right now and someone's said something to you and you go through all those emotions, you have to have that same amplified experience in the other feeling as well. That's how
Yeah.
powerful you are. You have to be able to do both.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't just stay here, or this is completely out of alignment over here. You cannot just stay here the whole time.
Exactly.
And
And I
if you
know what
do stay over, if you do stay over there, you will cause disease because your soul knows you're not meant to be over here all the time. You're meant to have contrast, but not
yeah.
all your experience here.
Right.
So cool. So
It
cool.
is super cool.
The FU.
Yeah.
I'm
F you no more. There's something actually I knew a really cool guy. I think he was from Hawaii. I can't remember. But his name was Afu. And I remember asking him how to spell his name, and he's like AFU. And I thought that was so funny and so cool. Like that would be a name I would want to have. Like that'd be fun. Like my given name is P Hard. Like on all of like my jobs and stuff. Like, and I was actually an assistant manager one time, and they shortened the word so it said "Ass Man P Hard" on my freaking thing on my shirt. Like I was Ass Man P Hard. Yeah, that's my given name, by the way. That's really my name. I didn't come up with Hard. I'm not married or anything. That's just. But anyway, um, yeah, so we're supposed to actually highlight further uh, that the solution to this is they're talking. The solution to what we just discussed is one of the ways to help. It's not the solution to deliver the light through the heart rather than the crown or the root. Now, not saying that you don't bring in light or this manna that we draw in, and that's actually dolphin energy is the manna, but we draw in this energy from cosmic force, from the universe, from creator source, whatever it is you call it. And if we direct it straight into the heart, then it simultaneously goes to the throat and the solar plexus. Simultaneously from there, it goes to the brow and to the sacral, and from the sacral and the brow to the crown and the root. Now, if we can deliver it simultaneously in this way, then it disperses it and evens it out and does kind of what you're talking about a little bit, where you can actually light up the whole body of light, like a rainbow of like these LED lights. It looks like to me. Now, I'm not saying that I'm really good at it, but I know how, and that is just doing that. However, there are other blockages that do show up, and I encourage you to look up further. Your attachment to the world has to do with the crown. uh the heart is grief, and I believe the third eye is got to do with attachments. No, attachments is the crown. What is this, the brow chakra? There's a block for they're all things that you can notice come up. I'm moving in to say something's changed, Elsa. And that's
Yeah.
why, something's changed in a lot of different things. But in particular, what I'm talking about right now is the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus chakras are becoming something different. Like this
Oh,
was observed by Josie, that was a guest on my show a little while ago. When she said it, I was like, holy crap, someone else feels it. And then just it's coming up more and more and more. It's like the 2.0 version of whatever we were working with.
yeah. Well, it's this one. It's Atlas. I know it's Atlas.
Yeah.
It's the dust of Atlas, and um, I I got Atlas in September last year, so it was a warning. So it was preparing me to understand what crisis is and how to deal with it in a few different ways. And it's
Yeah.
not the end. Crisis doesn't have to be the end.
Yeah.
It just Christ is. That's it. Christ is you, the whole, crossing over the whole. That's it. It's not. It doesn't have to be this whole death thing. But they've
Yeah.
programmed us so much with fear and death and, like you said, those emotions. So it turns off spirit.
Yeah.
And then you stop circling because you can't fly when you're in this state.
Yeah.
So get back to flying over you. You know what is weird is sturgeon is surgeon.
That wait, surgeon,
Surgeon.
like
I'm
a
only saying it.
doctor.
Yeah. It's sturgeon is star gene on. So it's showing you the evolution of us. So it's not a real pretty fish either, but it's okay. We all start somewhere, right? But surgeon is the ones gene ons. Yeah, so no matter which way I look at it, it's the same thing. But they've taken out in surgeon, they take out the way.
The way.
Yeah, the Tao. They take out the Tao in surgeon.
Error.
Because so what they're doing is look, I can't apply this to everything because everything is so much, right? But
Yeah.
I'm just saying the power is within you to heal. You don't need to hand it
The
always
surge
over.
is in you.
Yeah, you don't always need to hand it over.
Yeah.
You don't need to give them your will. the end game. You know, you don't have to do this. Find it in you. If it is the end game and you feel like you're at the end anyway, well, why don't you just spend it at home with the ones you love? Like, if
Yeah.
you really believe you're over, why go do it in hospital? Why don't you do it with your family?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and then they'll be like, how come you're not dying yet?
Why did that
How come
happen? What was it?
how come you're still here?
We were both supposed to die if we listened to
Mm,
what the medical people were. I mean, in 2007, you know, like I got the systemic scleroderma. You know, that was a terminal illness. I was in the progressed stages. I was at the end of it, and I spent weeks in the ICU. You know,
yeah,
like I mean, all kinds of stuff, and I'm not going to participate anymore, kind of thing. And I got better. You know, like I had 6 months to live, they said back then. Now, if
yeah,
I believed 100% or whatever, I don't know. I couldn't, I know what I am experiencing and what it would have been like based on what spirits told me, but everybody's different.
mm,
We're not giving you medical advice. We're saying this is what we had experience with. And you know what? It worked a lot better. You know, it
yeah,
works a lot better when you realize that the surgeon's in you, that you can self-heal. And it's not as like Hollywood magic as we think a lot of times. It's believing that what you're doing is going to work. It's
yeah.
it's
It's prayer,
participating. It's prayer. It's intention placement.
which is why they have televisions, because they like to place it in you.
Yeah.
So then you start dissolving time. So then you stop aging, and you, like you
Yeah.
said, Mila, you heal yourself because you're not believing everything they're saying. You'll go, well, okay, well, if I go that way, it's over. So I may as well give this a shot. Like, even if
Mhm.
you just thought rationally like that, you know, well, I may as well give this a go. I
Yeah.
mean, it's over that way is the end. You know, I've only got till this day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I may as well give this a shot. It's so funny because a lot of people who have attempted to end their life as well, you've got all that.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of them have, you know, I meet a lot in sessions, and they said they've tried to, you know, take themselves out, and it didn't work. And I keep saying, "You're not very good at it, are you?"
I
your
know.
spirit, your soul's like, "That's a cute, but no, you're not going yet. You're staying here. You got something
I'm
to
one of those
do.
people. I'm one of those
You're
people. I was
staying
so
here."
I used to say people die on accident all the time.
Why
Well, you
can't
don't
I
know
do
what
this?
I planned.
Or
I am
you know
very
who that
glad.
is, right? That's a Groundhog Day, because
Yeah,
he's trying to take himself out the whole time. It's like, no, sorry, dude. You're doing you have a great message to share. You've got the will in you. We can see it,
yeah,
and it's those two Muppets up there going, "No, let's make him do it again. This is going to be fun."
yeah, yeah. It is, you know, and though as we integrate this what we call the Christos or the Christ consciousness or whatever word you choose to apply to that, the more that you connect to your inner healer. That was what they were saying when you were talking, and I just wanted to make sure I repeated it before, is that it's got to do with this Christos, Christ consciousness, which is, by the way, I mean, this is for
Oh, hang on,
well,
she said it.
this might be more, by the way, for the audience members, because some people don't do the meditations that we do, but like the meditation that we did last night, everybody's going to see it differently. So I don't know. I'm going to describe what I saw just because I thought it was really entertaining. Is that movie Spirited Away? There's this movie called Spirited Away. And it's an anime movie from an earlier time that is a lot of people may have seen. Anyway, there's this large baby, massive baby. Like, I don't know how someone could have given birth to something so large, kind of baby. This glowing golden child we were presented with. That's how I saw it. I was like, well, and they're like, pick it up and put it in. We ended up integrating it. And there was this whole thing. If you get a chance, it was a really cool meditation. There was so much more than that. We did a lot of stuff, but it's a channeled message when I get them. When we do these meditations, it's always channeled. So I never know what's going to happen. And therefore, I kind of wanted to point it out because so much of it was in line with what we've talked about today, healing these lower chakra spaces. There was a lot of purging that happened right after it too. So if you do get a chance, but they brought up Christ consciousness and the fact that that's what they were initiating. They're like, and this has to do with inner healing and belief. Elsa, will you tell your story again about like the Aboriginal man and the Westerner and the doctor and the medicine man
Yeah.
or something? Whatever.
Well, I love it. I have this story go over and over in my head all the time, so that because so that feeling of fear came over me when I saw, because red
Right.
blood is so in your face, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they kept. So the story goes. So this man he has a little cough, and so does the other guy. So we have an Indigenous man and a Westerner. They go to the doctor. So they go to a Western doctor, and the doctor says to both of them, "You have cancer. You're gonna." Oh, I said it. Sorry, the C word.
It just
Well, you have it.
anyway.
You got it. You got the C word. I'm not allowed to say it, but you got it. And you've only got a few months to live. And they shake the doctor's hand, say thank you for your time, and they pay him, and they leave. And then the Western man, he dies on that day because he's a good citizen.
Right.
He's following the belief system. But the Indigenous man, he didn't know what that word meant, so he didn't know. He didn't know what it meant. Nothing to him. Nothing. So now the same two men, I think it's like a movie, Sliding Doors, so it's another version. They both go and see the witch doctor. And the witch doctor and he points the bone. He says, "You have 7 days," and he points the bone. You'll die here. And so then they go away, and the Westerner's like, "What a load of rubbish!"
Yeah.
Did you hear what that dude said? They're natives, those ones, And then but sure enough, the native man he passes over because he believes it.
Yeah.
Okay, now you go and take this story another level. Go tell it to the dog.
Right. Oh
And
yeah.
the dog's sitting there wagging his tail, going, "Did she say the W word yet? Did she say the W word? Did she say the W word?"
Wow.
What's the doctor saying? All the dog's waiting for is walk. He's not listening for the C word. He doesn't care about the C word.
Right.
So,
Right.
but you've just told the dog he's got cancer. Dog's
doesn't-
like, "I don't care. Did she say W?
Yeah.
Did she say W? Did she just say W?" And they go, "Okay, all right, we're going to walk out of the surgery now." So the dog's like, "Yes, we're going for a walk."
Yay.
And the other word is B, ball, get the ball, get the stick.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between us and the nature and animals, is that we have the language and they don't.
Yeah. Right.
And so if you can circle around yourself and go, okay, these three coming past us, Neela, are created well before our solar system.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the big guns, and they're already on their way. Like they're on their and they couldn't even. How can they be this big, right? Bigger than our whole solar system, have no gravitational pull to us. That's how big they are, but they didn't see him coming.
Yeah.
Really? You
Yeah.
only just noticed?
Yeah, but what about this James Webb
Last week?
telescope that you're showing us this nebula
Yeah.
that
And you can see 46 billion years away, but you didn't see these guys coming?
he's big
Really?
too.
Yeah, and then they change course just like that.
Yeah.
What? Even big ships take a while to change course. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And you just said, "Oh yeah," and they change course. Really? Who changed? How can if something's on if something's on an
Oh, and it's
orbit?
sped up too. Yeah, it's sped up. It's now going. It is now going 58 kilometers per second or 36 miles per second.
Yeah,
It's sped up.
But it has no gravitational pull to
Right.
the sun.
It
So it's not
course
speeding up from
directed.
us. And they say these are the ones that hold their own course.
Yeah.
And this holding this liter, this atlas, this map, this star map
Yeah.
is showing us to hold our own course, hold our own spin, and run your own ship and be the full tar version of you, because you are a creator. If you are copying, cloning, or clowning other people, it will fail.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. It's time to be the full creator of you. Creation is sending the big dudes. Now, these guys have been created a way longer time. Look how
Yeah.
big they are. I didn't know how many star seeds they would be carrying on them, accumulated on them. That's why Guy is excited, because Guy is going, these humans, had enough of
Yeah.
them, and then a moo shall rise again. It's like,
Yep.
Guy's like, finally, enough people here to bring back my friends.
Yeah. Yeah. This was the time that they've been waiting for. This is like the moment that you get to tip all of the dominoes and make the pretty picture that you've been working so hard on.
Oh,
You know, like it's
yeah.
really, oh,
Tipping point.
I have to do this for the people in the audience. They're talking about, we said words that made their dogs get excited. So I'm going to say it. You want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk?
Everyone's dogs have just gone nutso.
I saw people talking about it. So it's
Great. They say, this is the dog prophecy. Is they talk about it. The healing, it will heal you literally when you do this. Because my dad used to train German shepherds for the Air Force, and he taught me how to train my German shepherd. And the word we would speak a lot of the what we would ask the dog would be, and a lot would be in German. And I never understood what I was saying, but one of the ones we would say was the healing. We would heal them. What does healing mean? Healing means come alongside me and let's walk together. And this is what Atlas is asking us to do.
Yeah.
It's saying, I'm not your ta. I'm not your creator, but I am a Lita. I'm the new puppies. Lita. I'm a new God, and I'm my own God, and I'm on my own path, and so are you. So let's walk alongside. Let's heal together.
Yeah.
It's so
And
pretty,
heal.
right? It's
Talk about
so
that.
pretty. It's so
Yeah.
pretty. And heal is he or.
Heal.
And that's us.
Right.
So yeah, we just have to
We're able
step
to.
out.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I was probably going to say the same thing
finish.
you're going to say. Just got to step out the way and circle.
Yep. Yeah, and you know, the words that we use are what limits us. I remember very clearly, like one of the first real like philosophical kind of conversations that I had with my guides when I was really little. They used the word bird specifically. And they showed me how this memory that I had at the time, and now I feel like I have the memory of being super duper young and seeing a bird, and it was magic. It was a different kind of magic than it had become, and what had changed that magic was a word was assigned to it, and the word caused limitation. And you know, though we have this language and this way of communicating that we utilize, and there's not a lot of other options for as a you know basis of knowing where everybody's coming from. However, we're moving back into this telepathy world where this type of communication can start again. And so these spell casting, spelling is casting a spell. These points to intentionally stop the flow of your own internal healing and belief is the device of the way that we communicate. It causes it. So it's one of those. I can't tell you how to heal without using what causes you to not feel healed, which is communication. So then you just like what you do, Elsa, you're like it's called etymology, what you do, right? Like etymology, get it? I know, that was a knee slapper. But this etymology is breaking down words, finding out where they came from, what they mean, and uncoding, unblocking it, like through the years. And you go all the way to the Sumerian time. And that's where you really see the division and the breaking down of the human body occur. And it was when this written language became extremely common. They went away from petroglyphs and began using characters that meant words.
Yeah. So we had to go furthest from our soul to these. They spoke of times when the Hopi spoke of times where they would do horrible things to children, and that it would become apparent, and meaning that many would see, and then it would shift, it would change, and this is where what happened through the lockdowns. A lot of that came up. Whether you find out about it or not doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Now, who do we blame? This doesn't really matter either. You just have to find your own course. This is what this Comet Atlas is about. It's like, forget all that. Forget the blame. Forget the shame. Whatever is someone's path and whatever they've done will be for them and the cosmos to deal with, not you. You are not a judge. You are not... If you go into the judging and this, it does hold you in a frequency, which if you choose that way, that's fine too. Look, there's no right or wrong in this. Everyone has a role for a reason.
Yeah.
And but just stay on your creating path, and that means you have to do what you love. Like Camila said, it has to be that harp, and then the good job feeling, and feeling of nice sweets or treats or just things that make you feel you.
Yeah.
And your feel you has nothing to do. And look, we've got 10 family members and none of us like the same thing. It's all different. It doesn't work in it like that either.
Mm-hmm.
But you find what happens is, as you go through this process, you find like-minded people, and they're doing it their way, in their own way. And this is what's happened to our family. And you just start helping each other, and you don't even know you're doing it. You just do.
Yeah.
Because it feels nice.
It's a flow. It feels nice. It feels like play.
Yeah.
And
this is how I met Mila.
Right.
I met Mila because she was smiling, and it made me feel like I was smiling inside. And then I would speak to Mila, and it just became more and more and more. And then I realized it was even more than that. And that's how Mila and I communicate. And I know Mila does this with many others as well. But, it's a great time to be alive. I know there's so much disaster going on.
Yeah.
But find the other side of it. Use it as a tool. Use it. Find something in it. Find some good in it. And I found the Anu people in this.
Yeah. Yeah. And them coming forward right now at this time, these are the people that have been lost to time, right? And they've been here this whole time. I knew there's actually two more civilizations that were supposed to have come forward in the next this year. I know that they told me about.
Well, they spell Anu quite. I'd love to know, Mila, because they spell Anu differently. They add one other
I in it.
Yeah, or Y.
AINU.
Because they're in India as well.
AINU is how they say it. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. There is this time delay of 1 second. That's how fast we're doing it.
I've noticed it too. I've been trying so hard to not talk over you.
Yeah, but they spell it differently. Mm-hmm. And so they got India. Yeah. Yeah.
I just think that's really interesting. Not a bad thing though. It's just with this though, so the fact that we talked so much, we do need to wrap this up, but I just within the next hour we're going to do a group meeting, so I just kind of need to do some mom stuff first. But is Atlantis, the link here, by the way, if you fast or rewind, it's funny, I was going to say fast forward because it feels like going forward makes it go back. But anyway, is because it's all coming back up, folk coming out and forward for us now, is that there's a place, and I believe it's near Kilimanjaro, Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm almost 100% on that, but if I'm wrong, you're welcome to tell me in the comments now or later at some point. Anyone listening in, is there's a place that they actually call Atlas. It's like a city or a town or something, and all the locals have always known. It's just part of the local culture. Is that it is a at earlier time in the civilization of those who populated that land, they used to call it Atlantis. It was they used the name Atlantis itself. This was also part of the story of the migration of the landmass. The story that they tell about Atlantis being called Atlantis at this earlier time, Africa, the African continent, was butted up against to the American continent, to specifically near to Florida. And I think that's really fascinating because Australia was below that and touching too. So just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Well, even Kilimanjaro is kill a man jar. Oh, so kill a man's spin. So go deeper. Kilimanjaro is the steering of a ship. So steering of one's tar spin. So yeah, I'm gonna say there must be some huge thing around there, because that would be a witch's hat, like a ring of fire, Kilimanjaro. The shape of it.
Yeah. Cara just said in the audience, where is she? Ships are fun to drive like that. You steer hard a starboard, and it takes half an hour to respond. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here you are.
She's very unusual because she's a Navy woman. Cara, yeah, mm-hmm. she's a she's a merman. Like she masters a ship with, so it's very, she's naval. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's she's the woman in the waters. So
yeah, and there's been so much conversation about the birthing sensation a lot of people are experiencing right now, feeling like it's a birth. There's water breaking references people made, not to say that people are having like unsteady bladders, but I know I can tell you this. I can't believe how much I've peed. I've been peeing.
That wasn't
hard.
that was your badge, right?
Yeah. Not ass man part though.
So with this Atlas going past and this, I find the ones that are already sort of been practicing for a while, it affects in the first parts of it, and then towards the end it gets through to mass conscious. It'll be interesting to see if this happens. So from now to November. And then I don't know how much longer it is around after that, because once it goes, it goes.
So it's expected to.
I want to know.
I cut you off. Okay, so they had said this is the earliest. So there might be new information.
Okay, I'm going to change.
New information, right? But according to their calculations, a full month ago, that was before they had course corrected, if I'm not mistaken, is that at that time they had said that it would reach our sun, not going to hit the sun, but to slingshot around the sun. It would arrive on October 22nd, which I smile because those of you who've been listening into me talking about October 22nd for like the whole of the year, and then for that happening to be the date that it gets there. And supposedly it's going to take 2 full months to get to the other side of the sun where we can see it. I don't know how accurate that feels. Inaccurate, because it's made it from Jupiter to Mars in a month's time. You know what I mean? Like, but they claim that on 12/12, on December 12th, it will make it to the other side of the sun where we can see it. So it'll be there in time for Christmas.
Well, again, it's Halloween. It's preparation for Halloween. Halloween's a big one. So Halloween is the halo weaned. So it's the ring going over Odin again. See how what happened? Just say, right? All these words and everything we're talking about, just say this is how it was meant. This is what the setup was for this. Just say, you're listening to these two crazy people who smile a lot and have some eat way too much chocolate. And this is the way it is, right? Just say it is this way. Just say all that other stuff you've heard is rubbish. Just say this is the way. And then you go, oh. Like the witch doctor thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Just
say that is the way. Maybe 100%. This is meant to. And you know the other name they for this with the ancient text of this atlas is Conman. And Conman has Conman, you always think of someone with, the coat and the watches, or he's trying to take something from you. Conman is the coming together of ones. The ones who have the coming together of Mu and Anu. That's what it is. That's what Conman is. But they've even given Conman a bad name. So
yeah.
It's
there's a lot in that. There's a lot, and there's a lot that's happening now. And I just don't want to.
I'm sorry. Why I've said that, why I brought that up is that if you're feeling something icky from someone, maybe you're just meant to step aside over here for a bit and see, and maybe that person triggered you to move over here. So that person isn't a bad person. Yeah. They just came along to help you go and sit away from them over here, or go
in order to notice that thing that you weren't
so they're
seeing
just
before.
helping you circle. So don't look at that person as a bad person or that person as a good person. Everyone's here to assist everyone to go through this process one way or another. That's why to get over the jealousy and the fear and the blame. And that's why I was sorry. I wasn't trying to start a whole other thing.
No, it's okay. I know what that's me. I want to talk
I could
more
seriously
about what you just said.
do another 4 hours with Mila and go, what? It was only 5 minutes.
I know. We need a bathroom break and just reconvene kind of thing. I did want to bring something up because you highlighted it. We should wrap this up, but this is a message that I'm constantly urged to talk about, specifically from Archangel Michael, talking about suspending your disbelief for at least 5 minutes every day as a practice. This is what he's telling me to suggest people do. And this won't hurt you. It won't cause you're not even going to be doing anything. Like, I'm not even talking about going and behaving as something just simply give yourself a 5-minute window. You could be in meditation. You could be whatever. Allow yourself to just believe all of it. And what I mean by all of it is all the stuff that we've been told is bullshit or not true, growing up and conditioned in the media and so on and so forth. Maybe all the crazy people, all the things you've heard from the crazy people, just assume just for a minute, again, not to do with action, for 5 minutes a day, that they are 100% right. And everything that you've been taught is 100% wrong. It can feel very overwhelming at first, like one thing at a time you remove your belief system from. And he shows this. He says that when you have even 3% disbelief, you're tapping the brake of spirit. That's the words he used. You're tapping the brake. You're slowing it down. Just 3%. Because he was like, you're only at 97% belief. That's where that came up. And I was like, hey, sucker, that's a freaking lot. Because we're all having this imposter syndrome stuff coming in right now. Is why this conversation even came up. Anyway, keeping that in mind. allow
Yeah.
yourself. Why not? It's not going to hurt anything. Your life's not going to be harmed by it in any
Well,
way.
they talk about this in Peter Pan. So they say, I do believe in fairies. Yeah, so even do something like that. Say, I do believe in fairies. Say that for a week, and then say, I do believe in spirit. Or just, I don't know. I agree with Mila. Do 5 minutes. If you can't practice what we're talking about, practice that for 5 minutes. Oh, a little fairy.
Yeah, that was my alarm.
gotta
That was
get-
my
it's
you
the
got to get
fairy
off, 'cause
going.
I knew we were going to have some conversation. Yep.
Oh.
Exactly. But
Yes,
man,
I
we
love
could
you,
talk
Mila.
about so
I
much
love
more.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you
I love
to
you.
you, Mila, for being there, and everyone else that was there for me the last few weeks. And I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It, I can't keep up with the correspondence at the moment, but I'll catch up soon. It's all right.
this works though. Sending out love from any
Yeah.
location is all that's
Yeah, and you
needed,
can
right?
hear
We
my
all feel
voice.
it.
I'm okay. I
And
got through it, and if I can do it, you guys can do it. So we can do it.
yeah. And we're in Lionsgate, and so we're Mercury retrograde Lionsgate. In fact, I think that if you count some dwarf planets, there's 9 planets in retrograde right now. Like
Did you
there's
say 9
a comet
dwarfs?
on its way. There's all kinds. Well, yeah. If you count the dwarfs,
No,
then
it's
there
just
are
'cause
9
it's like a
planets in
fairy tale
retrograde.
again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing, an announcement for Friday, the Lionsgate for the Northern Hemisphere. It's Saturday for the Southern Hemisphere. We're doing a group meditation. We're going to start the group at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be in meditation within less than an hour after we start. So we'll be chatting for a little bit, and it'll be an awesome thing. So look for that in the community section of the YouTube channel as well as in the Telegram group. So. And then also, we will see you earlier that day with Yolanda Marie and Guardian for a conversation on Lionsgate that day. And we're in Lionsgate now, But thank you all for being here. It's been really fun I have been watching all of your comments. If you didn't hear the beginning, we're in Mercury retrograde. I can't make it go up. I can see Joshua's. We saw a peek of behind the veil of Mila's screen still on the screen. Like it's been up there this whole time. So anyway, I have read you all and I love you and thank you all for being here. And we'll have Elsa back on again sometime soon, I'm sure.
Mila.